can kick goals.
Very few of them that do that. McVeigh from Sydney is one. Gary Ablett, of course, he does it. But this bloke, and the bloke who wore number 7 before him, he was unable to kick a lot of goals. But I reckon this bloke, if he turns out to be as good as the other number 7, Scotty West, will he be a star? But, gee, he's well and truly on his way.
Not so long ago, the Dogs led by a point after Carlton had led by 18 points. And now the Dogs get back into the action, down by 11 after Carlton made a surge.
This is number 4 or number 5 for the quarter.
Same umpire as last time. We don't name names, only numbers.
Not a fair contest.
I can't see his number.
But that's why the rule was implied.
It's okay.
That's why it was brought in, so there's no problem with it. But and we don't want to lose umpires because they can't get a centre bounce right.
It's a good thing they don't have to bounce it again. His confidence could be low. There's Boyd out of the middle. Oh, terrific reach over the top. Wonderful concentration there from Hill. Centering kick from behind Gian Syracuse. Murphy in front gets the free.
That is so good. That is so good by Murphy to go back there. Had to play tall. He did with courage.
Here's the whole package, Murphy. That's a beautiful kick from Scotland all the way. Gave it to Simpson, to Houlihan. Oh, on a collision course, Pickin knows no other way, though. Kept the ball in front. Cross feeds it back by his standards. A bit quiet so far. Murphy. Harbrow. Now Lake. Looking up, not much on offer. Williams draws a man. Cruiser did well, corralled him. Cruiser, well done. Great pressure, forces the error. And the mark is taken by Armfield. Well, you can't just hold on to the football and think no, it is coming. Williams, twice now, has been pinged down there through a lack of awareness.
And that's all it is. He had to go long, and he didn't.
Armfield from Swan Districts in WA. Across the face of goal, off hands. Williams dives on it, trying to soccer it through O'Halpin. That's his forte, the little toe poke.
Well, there they are. So just waiting for Cloak to be on the ground, and it would have been complete.
Oh, subtlety. Oh.
No, what a wonderful finish. Absolutely. He kept the ball alive. And the Doggies were too concerned about not rushing the ball through. They tried to dive on it. Instead of bending over, he just used his feet. Great
That's
work.
Right.
Take all the mechanics out of the game and just play it on instinct.
Tom Williams hasn't had a good 10 minutes.
No, he hasn't. He's had a shocker.
9 different goal scorers for the Blues in their 10 goals.
And I think that's the pleasing thing for the Carlton Footy Club, because they're not Brendan Favola conscious. He's just come back onto the ground, in fact. Uh-oh.
It's contagious.
I think it's the footy, Den. It's got to be. It's no bearing on the game, really.
No.
So Cloak got over Hudson that time. John Syracuse tried to go off the ground. Murphy just missed Simpson. Hill onto a good pick up and a good tackle. And then Armfield's handball to Waite. In the back half to Houlihan. Well done, Houlihan. Good feel for it. Armfield. Little give. Houlihan running hard to Simpson. Houlihan's going to be exhausted after this. That was terrific to Simpson. Stevens alongside of him. Simpson's poor kick, unfortunate, because it was a lovely build-up. Hudson, end-to-end stuff.
Gee, Simpson's had a good 10 minutes.
Boyd to Higgins. Higgins out wide to Johnson in front of the interchange gates. Johnson towards half forward on the lead. Missed down there by Griffin. Hands in the back. I'll tell you what's amazing about this game. We've got, what, 17 points the difference, and yet you just about forget about the scoreboard. It's enthralling, isn't it? Just the quality of the game and the action. Griffin, the centering kick. They come from all directions. Cloak got a big fist on it. Wide of the pack. There's Simpson again. Houlihan has been everywhere. Exquisite. Thornton. Back to the middle and Waite. possessionless in the first term. Coming up a career high last week. Here's Gibbs to the outer side. Satanta's got it. This may not be his forte. A long distance goal. Satanta behind. Wasn't his fault though. He was under pressure.
Gee, they counter-punched then beautifully. They came back through the corridor, and that's where they're starting to cut the doggies up at the moment. When they turn it over, they're very much exposed.
And Gibbs, not for the first time, has been the guy that's been able to get free in the centre.
He's the go-to man. He's the Lindsay Gilbey of the Carlton Footy Club.
And like Gilbey, he doesn't need a lot to make it count.
Well, Gilbey's only had 8 touches. Bryce Gibbs had 10, and I think Gibbs has been a lot more effective.
So can the Dogs get a late goal just to tighten it up a bit on the board? The board that, as Dennis said, we haven't been looking at too much because it's been so good. Hurley, here's Gibbs again to Simpson, and Simpson for Vola, not quite. Morris was brilliant. Pressure. Griffin. High. Free kick. Well done, Williams to Hudson on the burst.
How did he get through there? Hudson, cross. Not the best kick in the world at goal. There's a man on in the pocket. He knows he's there. Over Harm's head, though, it's 2-on-1. He knows Higgins is there. Thornton knows he's there too. Higgins tries to bounce it through. Almost kept alive by a sprawling Bauer. Back to Waite. Waite comes to half-back. Taken by Scotland. He's a long kick. We're done at 40 seconds. Scotland to midfield. Cloak on a collision course with Hudson. Hudson took the arms. Advantage is paid. Murphy goes over the top. Comes back to Russell from O'Halpin. Wonderful! As good as you'll see. Wonderful running goal, Carlton. Under pressure at one end. And they responded, Bruce.
Great call, Dennis.
Yeah, it was. And what they were able to do again was bring it back through that corridor and really carve the doggies up. Geez, O'Halpin's causing a few headaches out there too for the doggies. I don't know who's playing on him, but he's nowhere near him. In fact, it's Brian Lake.
Well, if you're going to kick your teammate, you wouldn't want to go near him if you're a dog. He's got a reputation, hasn't it?
Well, he might have now, but gee, they were good down defence. They were so good. It was Cross's kick that missed the target, and that's what Carlton have done all afternoon. They've been able to penalise the doggies when they've made a mistake. All of a sudden, it becomes very dangerous now. 24 points. And Juddy, well, he hasn't really been near it.
Last 9 inside 50s for Carlton, 6 goals, 1. They're on a high, the Blues. They said they were coming. Well, they're on their way today.
Well, hit a roadblock there for a couple of weeks.
They've given up leads, as we've said, in those 2 defeats.
Yeah, the doggies have come back from the West, though, so that may be a concern for them.
So a lot to play for in the second half. Been a magnificent first half of footy.
Yeah.
A lot given in that first half and a fair bit taken. So at half-time here at Etihad Stadium, the accurate Carlton lead the Bulldogs by 24. It's 11-3 to 6-9 on Sunday football. John Elliott's been with Richard Pratt today at Richard's home, and Richard's been in good spirits talking about today's match. So that's nice news. Down to you, Ricky.
Thanks, Bruce. Well, Carlton will go into this second half 1 short. I mentioned that Chris Johnson received an injury in the first half. Well, I spoke to the Carlton officials. They were very cagey about it. Even one official told me he's got a crook ankle, but I can tell you from my sources he has got a strained quad muscle and he'll probably miss roughly 3 weeks. The other one that's interesting to watch this second half will be Tom Williams. He was late to join his Bulldogs teammates and got a very sore ankle. They'll need plenty from Tom Williams in this second half. And what about Andrew Carrazzo? He picked up 55 possessions in the VFL last week. He's come to the side and he's tagging this week Lindsay Gilbey, and Bulldogs need a lot more out of Lindsay Gilbey in the second half.
Thanks, Rick. He's been a mighty fine player, Carrazzo. 6-9 to 11-3 at half-time.
Well, Ox, where do the Dogs go for inspiration here, do you think?
Well, they need to get the ball into the hands of Lindsay Gilbey more often. I think the big blokes need to stand up. I reckon Cruiser's been very good here this afternoon, and Ben Hudson and Big Will Minson haven't done enough. I reckon the usual spot. I haven't seen Cross in and under like he normally does, Dennis, and that's his trademark. They haven't won enough of the tough, hard contested ball that they're known for.
Yeah. Well, we made the point early in the first term. He was peeling off to the opposite side.